Hello, everybody. Dan D. Federicis from Saratoga Report. Just a couple days into the new year, I'm here with Carolyn Shapiro, the marketing manager of the one, the only Caffe Lena on Viola Street, an institution in town, institution for 60 plus years now. I believe it's 62 years now, if I'm correct.
Yep, in May it'll be 63.
Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's right. We're in 2023. I was doing some quick math backwards to 1960, and wow, 63 years. That's great. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I actually wanted to just say today, January 4th, 2023, today would have been Lena Spencer's 100th birthday. She was born
You're
100 years ago today.
kidding
Uh,
me. I did not know that. Has
yeah,
that been tweeted out? Is that out there? How did I
no,
not know?
it's going out there later today.
Okay.
Yeah,
God,
so
I'm dying to retweet that and put that out there. I wish I would have had that in this morning's Saratoga report. I mean, I missed the 100. If it was 99, I said, well, I got next
it's
year.
okay. We can celebrate, all week, all month, all year.
Okay.
She's very much the reason for everything that we do here. So I always like to be thinking about her and, doing everything we do in honor of her.
That's great. I've never talked to somebody. I mean, I know people, but I've never really sat and talked to somebody that knew Alina. And I would love to just get 3 minutes to hear a firsthand story about an interaction with her. It could be as mundane as a cup of coffee or whatever. I would just find that interesting.
Well, if you ever want, Joe Duell, our sound man, he has been our sound man here for like 30 plus years, but he worked here when Lena was around and was a good friend of hers. So if you ever want to get some stories from Joe Duell, he is the one and only.
Okay. Oh, that's great to know. Hey,
Yeah.
we talked about celebrations. Did Caffe Lena have a role in the New Year's Eve celebrations? I lost track of a lot of what was going on.
Not this year. We decided to just, take the night off. Instead, we did a live stream of, 22 highlights through the year. So, yeah, we chose kind of 22 different songs from an array of different artists to show, what happened this year because we had a really great year in terms of music on our stage.
You absolutely did. I keep saying every time I talk to you or Sarah Craig that the Caffe Lena, just from my perspective, not knowing it so well, but the evolution of it in a short time period, accelerated, of course, by the pandemic, is incredible. What you've accomplished. It's reformed itself. It's kept all the good, but it added
Mhm.
so many other things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, listen. Let's jump right into it. You've got another robust month ahead in January. We're a couple days in. Let's talk about the first couple weeks in January and what people may want to attend.
Yeah. Well, this month in particular, we have a lot of great stuff. January is typically a really busy month for us. So we always love to, pack it with some great concerts. So, we've got like our regular midweek things, Monday open mic nights, which have been super busy and wonderful. And then tonight we have our poetry night. And yeah, then going into the weekend, we have on Thursday the Rutabaggers, who are a really great, Americana bluegrass band.
Okay.
They're out of Boston. They all kind of met and came together out of the Berkeley College, and their roots music program there has taken some of the most amazing young musicians like Molly Tuttle, Sierra Hall, to name a few. So the Rutabaggers are out of the Berkeley Roots Music program. Really great, good harmonies, good playing. So that's on Thursday the 5th. And then Friday the 6th, we have Kat Wright with her trio. She is a really amazing vocalist from Vermont, and she kind of mixes like soul and funk and R&B. And her vocal range is kind of like Bonnie Raitt meets Amy Winehouse. And she's got just like a
Okay.
ferocious stage presence. And that show's almost sold out. So definitely highly
Wow.
recommend. I love her. So if you
This is
can.
Friday night.
Yeah, this is Friday the 6th.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
Saturday the 7th, actually, sorry. Yeah, Saturday the 7th during the day, we have our Little Folks concert. So once a month on the first Saturday of the month, we always have a children's show. It's free, made possible by Polyset. And this month, we're actually going to have our School of Music faculty members performing. So it's going to be Matt Griffin, Una Grady, and James Gascoigne, who are actually currently teaching out in our listening room right now. Today's the first day of our music school, but enrollment is still open. So if anyone has little kids and, want to get them into folk music, the folk music program is real wonderful. So that's Saturday at 3 p.m. And then Saturday evening, it's going to be Kate McDonald, who is a really great award-winning local songwriter. And she's going to be playing with Sam Zucchini and James Gascoigne in her band. So that'll be really great, supporting local music. And then Sunday the 8th, we're continuing with our local music trend. We have the Hot Club of Saratoga. They actually are releasing their first album, I think, since 2016. So it's a big deal. So this is their album release party. I'm sure it's going to sell out. Definitely come. Those guys are wonderful. And it's a good celebration of their brand new record called Horse and
I have to stop you there on that because I have some friends. A friend of mine wants to take his wife out this weekend for her birthday. Was looking for a recommendation for some music, and that's the one that sort of jumped out at me that I might want to recommend, only based on the
It's fun. They're fantastic musicians. So it's going to be like gypsy jazz, music of Django Reinhardt. So definitely fun. And a good thing to recommend to people because they put on a great show.
Okay, yeah, because it'd probably be their first trip ever to Caffe Lena. So I guess it in my view, not knowing music so well, a more upbeat, fun band would make sense for their first time there.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, those guys are wonderful, and they're local. So it's a great way to, just support local music.
Right.
And then, like I said, Monday night open mic, always a great night out. Whether you play music or you just want to come and hear some great local stuff, our open mic is really amazing. And then Tuesday the 10th, we have our monthly jazz series with Chuck Lamb. And he's going to have a great featured saxophone player with him and his trio. That's always a really good night for anyone that loves jazz. Really impeccable music. And then Wednesday the 11th, we're closed for our monthly board meeting. And then Thursday the 12th, we have our monthly Bright series, which is also a really great way to introduce yourself to new music. The Bright New Music series is meant to bring in, the kind of top new artists around the country. So we've brought in a lot of really great people over the years. This month, we're bringing in Julian Taylor, who is an award-winning performer out of Canada. He's really great, really amazing songwriter and performer. So that'll be really fun. And then Friday the 13th, we have the Figs, another great local band. They're going to be celebrating the life of Josh Chambers, who is a dear friend of theirs and also was a big member in the music community. He passed away, I believe, 2 years ago. So this is our second annual celebration of Josh Chambers. Almost sold out. The Figs are great. So definitely going to be a good show. And then
they've been around a long time, right? The Figs are kind of an institution in the capital district.
Oh yeah, they've been playing. I mean, because they've been around since the 90s, and because they're originally from Saratoga, so they've been playing here since then. Okay. They were kind of like the only exception of a rock band because we don't typically do rock. We do more now, but we always let the Figs play. And Joe Dool, our sound man, that is one of his favorite acts. So, Joe sees every single show. So, take it from him. He's got the good recommendations.
Excellent.
And then Saturday the 14th, we have 2 shows with Roomful of Blues, who are an amazing, globally renowned blues band. It's big, fun, electric blues. The 8 p.m. show is sold out, but we added a 4 p.m. show. So there's tickets available for that one, but I do suspect it's going to fill up. So definitely grab those tickets. And then Sunday the 15th, we're actually teaming up with MLK Saratoga, and we're a part of the Dr. King Celebration Weekend. MLK Saratoga is doing events all over Saratoga through the weekend. You should check out their website to see what else they're doing. But we have brought in Nakara Warren, who is an amazing vibes player. She's from Brooklyn. She's a young up-and-coming musician who has taken the vibraphone and just made it her own.
Wait, I got to stop you. What is a vibes or vibraphone?
It's like those like metal blocks, and then you have I don't know, like they're like little mallets.
A xylophone?
I think, but bigger.
Bigger. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So it's also known as the Vibes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's really cool. It's going to be, just really
Wow.
eclectic. So we're doing 2 shows with her as part of, the Dr. King celebration weekend. The first one is at 3 p.m. It's another family show. It's free. So, if you got kids, it's a really great way to, have an afternoon out and also just introduce them to music. And then we're doing an evening show with her. The concert starts at 7. At 6:30, there's going to be an interview because she's actually released a lot of really great music. She came out with an album, I believe, in the last year called Black Wall Street, which is it's just like a tribute album essentially to Black art and Black excellence. So it's a really great concert to be celebrating the legacy of Dr. King. So at 6:30, there's going to be a little interview with her. And then the show starts at 7.
And
Also
this is on
free.
the 15th, am I correct? Sunday the
Yes.
15th? Okay.
And yeah, that's also a free show, but space is filling up. So definitely reserve that while you can. And
free,
yeah,
but it still requires a reservation.
Yes, because like it will most likely fill up. So if you want to come, it's good to reserve your spot.
Sure.
So yeah, that is the first half of January.
Wow. Heading into 23 with a bang.
I know. And like I said, the second half of January is like just as good. There's a lot of great things. So you can actually see everything on our website. We've got everything on sale. We also live stream if you can't make it in person. And we have a bunch of great shows this winter, so you can see what we have available. And then we also just started up today, Folk Club Kids, which is a weekly free family concert, 10:30 in the morning every Wednesday. It's a great thing to do if you have kids in preschool or toddlers. It's just music and dancing and stories. So that's every Wednesday at 10:30.
Including next Wednesday when you have your meeting. You mentioned you're going to be closed in the evening. Will you still have that during the day next Wednesday?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a weekly thing. We're also going to have our music school classes. We just won't have an evening concert.
Okay. Wow. That is a lot, Carolyn. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to talk to my friends, folks. And she mentioned the live stream. That's $5 a night. You could do, there's other packages, right? But if you just wanted one live stream, I think it's just $5. Is that correct?
Yep. And you have access to all of the live streams for a week if you do buy a ticket. Also, if you buy a ticket to a show, we also send you access to the live stream. So if you came to the show and you're like, oh, I want to see that again, you can go home and watch it again. And it's just a great way to, continue to support the venue, continue to support musicians. Every live stream ticket that you buy, 100% of that goes to the artist. So it's just a great way to support music, even if you don't watch, especially in an age of streaming music where artists do not get any money from things like Spotify, Apple Music. This is a great way to support the arts and make what they do possible.
Well, that's great. I really enjoyed this. We've done this a couple times, but this was the most fun. I think that part of it is such a robust schedule. It's fun to talk about it.
I know we always have so much going on here, but like I said, it's all on the website. Check it out. We have great stuff this winter. Like I said, winter is kind of our peak time here at Caffe Lena. So definitely come to a show because you won't be disappointed.
Great. Thank you for doing this. Happy birthday to Lena, up in heaven, of course. And thank you. We will do this again soon, Carolyn.
All right, great. Thanks, Dan.
Bye-bye.
See ya.